tonight with Chester. Unfortunately, it's going to be the first game this season that I've missed. Short notice of the game. Unfortunately, I just cannot get the time off work and trouble my nose in it even more. It looks like I'm going to be missing the Oval on Saturday due to a works course. So feel free to throw the armchair fan part-time supporter jabs at me. Shit happens sometimes. I think it was the 2015-16 season where I went virtually, it was 6 months without seeing us, when it seemed every time Oldham played a game, I wasn't there. So the likes of Chris Jennings, Richard Partland, Nunners Benny, and Keith Geddle on Twitter gave me the name of the Oldham jinx. Thankfully, it's not been that bad since, but it's be interesting stats to see which games I've attended, and we haven't won, and ones I haven't, we have won. Obviously, Saturday, the game with Chester finished 1-1, meaning for the replay tonight. First half, we seemed to start off okay, didn't play too bad. Obviously, we saw the return of Garner. Wasn't his best game, but he laid on a pass on to Clark, whose cross set up Fondop to score. Second half, we made the same mistake as we've done in the last few games. Sat back, let Chester come at us. We didn't look like killing the game off. Unsworth said in the interview that he's told the players to do so. We need to transfer that from the training pitch now into the game, such as tonight and at the weekend. Otherwise, we're going to constantly find ourselves in a struggle that we don't need. Tonight's game, obviously, we now know that the winners will play either Blythe Spartans or Wrexham. Now, obviously, Chester and Wrexham is a big derby, so obviously now Chester have got an absolute massive incentive to beat us if they didn't have one already. Good crowd is expected. Obviously, it's all ticket for away fans, which is a bit disappointing for those who last minute may think, yeah, let's have it. Personally, a few people have slated the amount of tickets sold. I'm going to stick up for our fan base. It's just unfortunate that since September we've had Woking, Bromley, Maidenhead. We've got Halifax and Oldham coming up. I'm a fan who loves to be at the games. I love the match day experience. You can't beat it, but I understand not a lot of people have as much money as they like. It's midweek. For younger fans, it's a school night. Sometimes you've got to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, there is going to be some who can't be arsed, but that's simply their choice. Hopefully the fans that are there tonight will generate the noise and get behind the team. Obviously, it's more of a modernish ground. Half it's in Wales, half it's in England. So hopefully Athleticals and everyone there can make good atmosphere. Blythe should really, I'd be surprised if they beat Wrexham, but there is a bit of history between the two. So going back to some big game, I think it was in the 60s FA Cup 5th round, the Wrexham fan was telling me tonight. So I'd love us to get through. I'd love us to play Blythe. It's a new ground. We played Wrexham recently. We're going to play them again in the league. So, and obviously Reynolds and his ESPN and all his Netflix, whatever you want to call it, are all bragging at the money coming in. Sodden. So, what's left to say for tonight? Well, Chester, if you get there early, it's a good city. Plenty to see. The bars, the river, the city ruins. It's a place you can take the family. Obviously, the ground's a bit far from the station, so it may be an idea to have a taxi ready. So where do you think we could potentially? As I keep saying, though, results have got to pick up sooner or later. There has been a few people on Unsworth's back. Why? Okay, it's not started good for him. We've not had that managed bounce, but he can only do it for the place he's inherited. Now, if some of these players are struggling at Oldham, who's going to come and buy him at the moment? You see, we can only make do with what we've got. I'm sure Messi's still waiting to come on and do it on a cold Tuesday night at Boundary Park. Ronaldo's looking forward to be told to get it forward by the main stand. But for now, we've got to make do with what we've got. Maynard coming back has brought some stability to the defence. Obviously, there's still more to be done. And I'm sure Unsworth is still trying to pick out targets to bring in. Just that little bit of patience is needed at the moment. Hopefully, again, as I keep saying, come Saturday, we'll get that win we need in the league. Because we basically, sooner or later, need to kick on. I keep saying it, and I will keep saying it. And you know, it can be frustrating, but surely, sooner or later, that luck's going to come in for us. It's a weird league. It's wide open. But tonight, it's about the FA Cup. If we have to do it the hard way with penalties and extra time, so be it. If we have to win 1-0, so be it. Just get the job done. keep the faith.
Don't worry, there's no inflatable FA Cup today and I won't start singing. Just a few things, obviously. I do these videos myself because I like football. I talk football. Bit of laughter, bit of fun. I try to be serious, but obviously I'm a passionate fan. I'm light-hearted. I am going to get excited. Unfortunately, the last few years, I've had so much negativity around that club. I just like to bring a bit of life to it. I'm not going to deny the fact. I hope we win every game, and I want us to win every game. I'd rather have a bit of enthusiasm than just be like, oh, where we're playing today. Here we go, here we go. So, in the day, keep on being you, keep on being me, keep on smiling. Let's just keep the faith and let's just keep getting behind the boys, because unfortunately, it's only so much you can take in case of people booing and being negative. Why? What's the point? I know we can get wound up, I know we can get frustrated, but in the day, football's our bread and butter. It was only a couple of years ago where it took away from us, where we couldn't even go to games. Embrace it and just do it. Do what you can to get behind it. I know it's not perfect, but believe me, in times will change slowly but surely. So, as the shirt says, free enough bought just after lockdown from the mod shop in Chester. Keep the faith. Gutted not to be there, but safe trip to everyone that goes down. Be the extra man. Be loud. Sing your hearts off. And let's get our hat into that next round, even if you have to go to extra time and penalties. Come on, Oldham.